Good morning, good morning, good morning, folks. Welcome to the QT Bible Study with Steve Leavitt and the COVID edition. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's time to get up and get in the Word. This is pretty much how I rolled out of bed this morning. And the news is I tested positive for COVID. I got the COVID. I got the COVID this morning. Hey, before we do anything else, surprise birthday party for Nikki Cunningham. It is Nikki Cunningham's birthday today. Nikki, your son and daughter-in-law, Eric and Caroline, reached out to me wanted you to make sure, because they're in Costa Rica and they couldn't be here with you for your birthday. They reached out and really wanted me to make sure you have. So this is your birthday greeting this morning, as lovely as it is. Everybody wish Nikki happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nikki. Happy birthday to you. So Nikki gets her birthday wish this morning. Everybody tell Nikki happy birthday. Eric and Caroline wish you happy birthday from Costa Rica. I hope you feel super special today, Nikki. So let's talk COVID for a minute. How about that? I'm not going to make you guys suffer. But I thought you would want to see the face of COVID this morning. You guys are going to get to walk through this journey with me, I guess. Tested positive yesterday morning after the Bible study and the public get together. Felt fine, a little kind of under the weather. All right, so what is today? Monday. So Friday night at my speaking engagement, Martha, you'll validate this. Martha comes up to me and goes, "Man, you look tired." Thanks, Martha. You look tired. You okay? And I was kind of, I don't know, I may have just been tired. Saturday, didn't have a fever, just kind of felt tired, achy, a little fluey all day long. We had to move a bunch of stuff and did a bunch of physical labor, whatnot. Saturday didn't feel great. Went to bed Saturday night. Woke up Sunday morning and felt that flush feeling in my face. Took my temperature and it was elevated. I normally run about a 97.5. It was 98.8. And throughout the morning, my temperature, and I thought, well, allergies, sinus, and went and taught. What you guys saw yesterday morning, went and taught. But by the time I was done teaching and I ran an errand, I thought, man, I really don't feel great. Took my temperature again and it was 100.5. I never run a temperature. I never run a fever. So I went and got a test, a home test, and sure enough, tested positive for COVID yesterday morning. I think I've had it. Maybe I either got it Friday night at that function or who knows? I don't know. I either got it or I gave it to a bunch of people. I don't know. I didn't shake hands at that function. I didn't, I kind of kept my distance just because I do that. So interesting. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for this or not, but I'm going to just say it anyway. Just interesting. I've got a regiment where I was ready if I ever did get COVID, if Marty got COVID, if anybody got COVID. We kind of had a early treatment program to employ. So yesterday morning, I've been wanting to do some preventative stuff anyway. I've been taking vitamins, zinc, and vitamin D. We've got the deal. We can send it to you if you want, but a whole list of ways to address it. But I've been taking vitamins for months now. Yesterday morning, whenever I felt a little off, I preventatively wanted to, and I knew I was going to be at a party last night. I went ahead and took some ivermectin. I took preventative ivermectin. Anyway, fever yesterday morning. And then by yesterday afternoon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I felt completely normal. I didn't have a fever all afternoon yesterday. I really didn't have much sinus feeling, no sore throat. I felt completely normal all afternoon yesterday. I felt like there was nothing wrong with me. I figured I was misdiagnosed. So felt really good. But I woke up this morning not feeling awful, but had 100.5 again this morning, took some Tylenol and a whole bunch of other vitamins and stuff that is supposed to do something for you. I may go try to look up that monoclonal whatever infusion therapy today. May try to go get that done sometime today. So that's just me. I'm not telling anybody else what to do or any advice. But I have a little fever this morning, which is coming down now. And, hopefully I'll feel good all day today. I got to see clients all day today, all day tomorrow. I got clients all week long, so I need to keep working. Thankfully, it's telehealth. So there you go. Now everybody else is going to give all of your opinions, which is fun. Yep. Next exciting thing. So yesterday morning, COVID, yucky. Yesterday afternoon, Dane gets engaged. Mr. Dano gets engaged yesterday afternoon. I posted pictures on the QT page. You guys can see sweet Rachel and Dane. I got engaged. That's what the party was for last night. I didn't go. I did sneak over and hide behind a tree in Landa Park as he asked her to marry him in the gazebo at Landa Park. A bunch of people were there. I was kind of sneaking off behind a tree, watched that, was able to congratulate them from a distance and came back home. And then the Cowboys lost. So bummer. I don't know why it's lagging. I'm sorry if it's lagging. I can't do anything about it. So, hey, TikTok. Lots of folks on TikTok. So I got COVID, and I also have God, and God will do what he's going to do, and I'm going to take care of myself and do the best I can to do what I can here on this earth, in this life. You guys can hear the roosters maybe. And God will do what he's going to do. And I'm not making light of it, not joking about it. I know some people die from it, and it's serious and everything else, but I'm going to put it in God's hands and do what I can do to try to get better. So Dano got married. Dano got engaged. Cowboys lost. I got COVID. It's been a pretty wild weekend. Marty's fine so far. We'll see. I am isolating out in the RV. No contact with anybody until, 3 days, no symptoms, 5 days minimum, the new CDC. All right. Genesis chapter 6. We're going to keep trying to go here, if that's all right. Let's see if I can help you guys out. No, I think we're going to be fine. What's the deal with everybody saying everything's lagging? Yeah, it must be something else. All right. Any other questions or comments so far before I move on? Everybody says, congratulations, Dane. Everybody says, happy birthday, Nikki. Everybody says, let's all grieve for the Cowboys. congrats to San Francisco. They played a good game. Any other questions or comments so far? I wanted to take a little bit of time. I'll keep you guys posted, but I am positive for COVID. I don't think you can get it through the screen, so I think we're good. Now let's talk about Jesus, Ashley says. Ashley don't play. She quit school because of recess. There's Grandy. Hi, Grandy. Yeah, I'm staying warm. Trying to. It's pretty chilly this morning. I'm using electric heaters. It was 32 over here this morning. Genesis chapter 6, verse 14. The course of the flood. Here we go. Make for yourself an ark. God is talking to Noah. And here's what he says. Make for yourself an ark of gopher wood. We think that could be cedar or what's the other? Cypress. In what we would call cedar or cypress. We don't know for sure. Make for yourself an ark. There it is. Noah's ark out of gopher wood. You shall make the ark with rooms and shall cover it inside and out with pitch. That makes sense. That's how you built a ship, right? That's how you built a boat. And this is how you shall make it. The length of the ark, 300 cubits, breadth 50 cubits, its height 30 cubits. You shall make a window for the ark and finish it to a cubit from the top and set the door of the ark on the side of it. And you shall make it with lower, second, and third decks, 3 decks high. We'll talk about cubits in just a minute and what this actually looked like. And behold, I am even bringing the flood of water upon the earth to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life from under heaven. Everything that is on the earth shall perish. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall enter the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. You've heard me talk about the Noahic covenant. There was the Edenic covenant, Garden of Eden. There was the Adamic covenant with Adam. The next covenant is right here, the Noahic covenant. It's a covenant that God makes with Noah about everything that is about to happen. Well, this is my covenant with you, Noah, and we'll see it down the road. I'm making a covenant. I'm going to establish a covenant with you. Later, we see the Mosaic covenant, the Davidic covenant, and eventually the Christological covenant with Christ. Verse 19, you, your boys, and your wives will get on the ark. And every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every kind onto the ark. All right, interesting here. You'll bring 2 of every kind onto the ark to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. Bring a male and a female of each species onto the ark. Why? Because that's what it takes to procreate. That's how God made humans and animals. That's why he said, bring your wives to procreate, to do what I designed living beings to do. A male and a female that will have babies and move forward. It's the way I designed it. Verse 20, of the birds after their own kind, the animals after their own kind, of every creeping thing on the ground after its kind, 2 of every kind shall come to keep them alive. That's why 2 of every one, male and female, shall come to keep them alive, to produce ones after their own kind. Seems so simple, right? You need a male and a female together It's the way God designed it, to make more males and females. That seems so confusing in our society today. That seems so foreign in our society today. That's not the discussion that so many groups have anymore. It's not that complicated. There's nothing really complicated about that. It just is what it is. And it's the way God designed it. And as for you, take for yourself some of all food which is edible, and gather it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. Thus Noah did according to all that God had commanded him to do. So he did. Good idea, Noah. Good idea, Noah. God said, Noah, I need you to do this, this, and this. So Noah did. Again, pretty simple concept. God asked us to do this, this, and this. So we do. Or suffer the consequences. I want to read to you what Ryrie, my commentary in my Bible, Charles Ryrie. I want to read to you what Ryrie says about this so far, just as added information that I think you guys will enjoy. Noah says, although we don't know the exact length of a cubit at this time, later it was about 18 inches. We don't know if that's what it was then or not. A cubit, 18 inches. Later we know that a cubit became 18 inches. Making the ark about 450 feet long, 75 feet broad, 45 feet high, with a displacement of about 20,000 tons and gross tonnage of about 14,000 tons. 450 feet long, 14,000 tons. Its carrying capacity equals that of 522 standard railroad stock cars. Now you can put 240 sheep in one stock car, and this would equal about 522 of those. That's a lot of carrying capacity. That's a lot of animals, right? 45,000 sheep-sized animals could have been on the ark. 45,000 sheep-sized animal. Interesting, if you do the math, it comes out about 45,000. Interestingly, Ryrie notes, today it is estimated that there are 17,600 species of animals, making 45,000 a likely approximation of the number Noah might have taken into the ark. So whenever you look at how many species of animals they are, it fits about what this would accommodate. How interesting is that? Sarah says, my Bible says it was the same size as one of the giant ships today. Yeah, you didn't just go down to the Home Depot for the lumber. I would love to know how long it took them to build it. I'd love to know, did they employ people? I mean, you'd think they would have had to. How did they move these big timbers? The curiosity in me, the creator in me, the builder in me, the mechanic in me would love to know the dynamics of how they, at this time, early society, figured out how to do all this stuff. Fascinating. Brenda says she thinks it took 100 years. Yeah. Yeah, the first cruise ship. That's funny. All right, let's keep going a little bit. How far did I get here? Chapter 7. Let's get a little bit further past chapter 7 here. All right. Then the Lord said to Noah, enter into the ark, you and all of your household, for you alone I have seen to be righteous before me in this time. You shall take with you of every clean animal by sevens, a male and a female, and of the animals that are not clean, two, a male and a female. 7? I thought it was 2 by 2. You shall take clean animals by sevens, unclean animals just 2. You know what that means? That means unclean animals you didn't eat and you didn't sacrifice to the Lord. So we only need 2 of all the unclean animals. Of the clean animals that we use to eat and to sacrifice, bring 7 of each one of those. You're going to need them. You're going to need more than just 2 of clean animals for your own food and for sacrifices. That's what that means. 7 of all the clean animals. We don't know if that means 7 pairs of clean animals, or if that means 3 pair plus 1. Nancy says, Matthew Henry says it was half of St. Paul's Cathedral holds more than 18 of the largest ships now used. The smell must have been horrendous. You know, Ashley, I have an interesting thought about that, because God was a God of cleanliness. He was a God of, you know, he wasn't a God of poop. And, you know, the laws he laid out were cleanliness laws. So I bet he has a system and gave a system to Noah to keep things very clean and very cleaned out. Now, that's a whole lot of poopa scooping for 3 dudes, 4 dudes. So I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it was just horrendous. But I thought you guys would appreciate that. Verse 3. Genesis chapter 7, verse 3. Also of the birds of the sky by sevens, male and female, to keep offspring alive on the face of the earth. For after 7 more days I will send rain unto the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and I will blot out from the face of the land every living thing that I have made. 40 days and 40 nights. Rain. This is the first time, circle that word rain right there. This is the first time rain has happened on the face of the earth. It did not rain before this time. It had never rained before this time. What we know to be true, what we think to be true, is in order to flood and rain for 40 days and 40 nights, enough to cover the face of the earth with all water. I've described how Genesis describes a 3-mile thick canopy layer, greenhouse effect layer of humidity that was the atmosphere before the flood. The whole world was different. The earth was different. Everything was different. And it would take that, they have figured, it would take that much moisture in the air to rain 40 days and 40 nights. And that's how we got all this rain. But before this, it had never rained. This was new, this rain. So I'm sure whenever he and God are having a talk here, Noah and God, I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. Noah probably had to stop and go, oh, wait, explain that. Right? And to build a boat on dry land, how's the water going to get to, the boats are for oceans and seas. Verse 5, Noah Wise man. Verse 5. And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. Now Noah was 600 years old whenever the flood of the waters came upon the earth. So let's start there tomorrow. We'll pick up right there tomorrow in verse 6 again. Mark that. We'll pick up there tomorrow. And I just wanted you to kind of see the setup for the redemption of Noah, the mercy for Noah, and the justness of God, the righteousness and justness of God. So there's the setup for it. Questions or comments so far? I just sound like Forrest Gump. That's my boat. That's my boat right over there. Shrimp cocktail, barbecue shrimp. Amazing how words and languages just came into knowing. Amazing how God created languages. Well, Jennifer, hang on, because we're going to see the Tower of Babel, and we're going to see where the languages came from at the Tower of Babel. Not long after this. So Bobby says it's amazing. Any other questions or comments? Sorry, I'm not my jovial, super excited, energetic self this morning. COVID will do that to you. But we're going to see how we do. I think my fever's actually come down completely now. I don't feel hot anymore, and I feel better. I'm just going to deal with this sinus feeling right here. A little bit of throat, kind of mucusy feel in my throat, and just kind of tired. I kind of have that sinus headache, dizzy kind of feel in my head, but other than that, I feel pretty good. We can be assured God's plan is perfect of all the details. Yep, takeaway, don't make God mad. I love that, Ashley. Thank you, Steve. Get some rest if you can. Yeah, I probably will. Perfect. Love looking at this passage and Noah's faithfulness. Thank you, Steve, my kids, and all the QT group for the birthday wishes. Nikki, you are special to us. We love you, Nikki, and want you to have a super terrific, great. And it says a lot about you that your son and daughter-in-law went to such lengths to make sure you felt welcomed today. I haven't lost my smell or taste at all. You haven't gotten yours back. I don't know who you are who's asking that question. I can't see your name, but about smell or taste. But I haven't lost my smell or taste at all. My symptoms are mild. I guess that's mild. I don't know. Congratulations to Dano. Christy says good. Everybody be sure and congratulate Dane. That's great. Have a great day on your social day, Nikki. Special day, I think. Thank you, Steve. Praying you feel better. Thank you, Katie. Rest. Lots of fluids on it. I have lots of advice already, so I love you all. Don't really need any more advice, but I love you all, and I thank you that you care for me. But I have a lot of people already. I've got a plan that I'm going to do already. So thank you. Yeah, you can pray for me for healing for sure. Booted me. It's Samantha. TikTok was bad today. Sorry about that. Thanks, Steve. Praying speedy recovery. Thank you, Margot. Omicron, this variant. Most aren't losing smell and taste. All right. Good. Then I probably got the Omicron, whatever that is. Praying for you. Thanks, Sissy. And now breakfast. Yeah, I'm about to make me some eggs myself. Have some coffee. Get well soon. Hadn't had any fever, just a little tightness in my chest. Nikki, yeah, pray for others that they won't get it for sure. Have a great day. All right, let me pray for you guys. Let me pray. Lord, thank you for our time today. Thank you for loving us. Lord, we thank you for all things that happen. We thank you for roosters. We thank you for all things that you allow to happen in our life, Lord. I pray that I won't waste a good COVID, that if I need to learn something or rely on you even more, that you'll help me to do that. I pray, Lord, that you will show us who you are through the story of Noah, Lord, that you are a God of justice and also a God of mercy and a God of love, that we will see the things you want us to see through the story of Noah and the flood. Thank you for loving us. I pray for anybody out there watching right now that doesn't know you, that they would surrender their life to you. They would trust you, that they would accept Jesus Christ as a payment for their sin so that they can stand in the presence of you. We thank you for Jesus and all he does for us. For it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen. All right. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks, Sarah. Have a great day, everyone. Praying for speedy recovery. All right, let's look at TikTok. Somebody said TikTok was bad today. Does that mean the connection was bad or everybody was ugly on TikTok today? JS Hap says, how did kangaroos get to Australia after the flood without leaving a trace? I don't know. I have no idea. Praying for safe travels for Tina today. She travels, doctor's appointment, and bad weather. Ooh. Tina will be praying for you. Debbie, thank you for sharing that. Tina will be praying for you for sure. I pray for all these things after we're done. Low numbers here today due to terrible lag. Some went to YouTube. Only a couple of trolls dismissed. Thank you, Debbie. There was 100 and something on here at one time. I don't know what that is. I'm going to try to switch over real quick. And if I lose you, I lose you. We'll be done for today. But let me shut you off for a second and check which Wi-Fi I'm connected to. That may be the problem. I don't know what it is. I'm connected to really good Wi-Fi. So I don't know what the lag, and maybe it was a TikTok thing. It was lagging, Samantha says. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I saw a bunch of people coming over from and getting on YouTube. I don't know why people won't get on Facebook. I'm glad you mentioned no rain. Earth moisture came from dew. Reason why so many thought Noah was crazy. Yeah, Richard. I'm sure they did think he was crazy. And not now. Debbie says it's working great. Could y'all hear the roosters this morning? I'm watching them out my window here. I think it's supposed to warm up enough. We'll sit outside. I can't go in the house anymore till I get over COVID. So, all right, Joseph. Thanks. All right, TikTok. I guess we're done. Sissy could hear the roosters. Yeah, good. Oh, there goes the guineas. See the guineas? There's the little white guy that thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. Y'all see the white guy down there? White and orange. He tries to fight everybody. And he's a little bitty guy. He's trying to woo that chicken right there right now. I don't know if y'all could see that or not. We are buttercupping. Yeah, buttercup. All right, I guess we're done, TikTok. Have a great day. Keep on keeping on. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. All right, Nancy. Thank you. Thanks, Steve. All right, CJ. You're welcome. Thanks, Yolanda. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. Let you know how I'm doing tomorrow. Bye-bye.